start raining, then you wouldn't. See, thank you for that introduction. All of this is a bit overwhelming. So, good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. I know today is Friday the 13th, but I will tell you that there is not a single aspect of my life, not one, that I would consider to be unlucky. Look, I was stunned when I got that call. I'm still stunned. And so if you would, just bear with me for a moment. Thank you to the Ole Miss Women's Council both for creating this award. I was speaking with Gloria earlier, and I am wholly unsurprised that this is something that you would do, selecting me notwithstanding. It is something that is a natural extension of the great work, the investments that you're making in young people. So thank you for doing it, and I look forward to seeing all of the folks who are lined up in the future. You know, this award is tough for me. If you know me, you know that speaking is not very difficult. But this award, it's tough because it feels like it is acknowledging who I am and not something that I've done. And I don't know how to accept an honor for doing what I'm designed to do. So first, please, I have to give thanks to my God, whose favor is ineffably and abundantly and undeservedly just all over my life. You know, the nuances of American English led to it becoming the international treaty language. But I'll tell you that no matter the combination concocted, no matter the inflections employed, no matter the pace perfected, words can never express how grateful I am for divine protection and direction. As part of this process, I was asked the question, why do I give? And that's what I hope to share with you. Why do I give? First, I give to acknowledge the source of all that I am and all that I have. In the 29th chapter of 1 Chronicles, King David was declaring and devoting all of his private treasures so that his son Solomon could build a temple for God. He declared, wealth and honor come from you alone, for you rule over everything. Power and might are in your hand, and at your discretion, people are made great and given strength. But who am I and who are my people that we could give you anything? Everything we have has come from you, and we only give you what you first gave us. We are here for only a moment, visitors and strangers in the land as our ancestors were before us. So I give because it isn't mine anyway. I am simply a steward of my time and talents and resources. Because if time were mine, I would slow it down sometimes and I would speed it up others. If time were mine, I'd take regular visits to the past to correct all of the many mistakes that I've made. And I would visit the future to learn what mistakes not to make in the future. If time were mine, my wife and daughters would be here right now and not at 3 different events in 3 different cities. If time were mine, I would restore my mother's youthful strength and erase the pain time has brought to live with her. If time were mine, I would shorten the 3 hours it takes to get here so I can visit more often. If time were mine, but it isn't. So I give because it isn't mine to hold. Why do I give? Why do I pour myself out to other people? Because so many have poured into me, and I thank them. I'm going to make the mistake of naming names, and perhaps I wish I could travel back in time and fix that mistake too. But I thank my parents for instilling in me an excellence as simply a reasonable expectation upon which all other accomplishments are to be built. My father gave his eyesight as a result of his service to our nation in the U.S. Army. Yet he earned 2 degrees and spent his career as a school counselor pouring into young people and modeling perseverance for us. My mother gave decades raising our family and her siblings after her mother transitioned from this world fairly young. Yet she remains unquestionably the most regal woman I have ever met. I thank my sisters and brothers, Anthony, Karen, Pamela, Sharon, Angela, Charlotte, Timothy, Kavisha, and Felicia. Yes. For our unwavering love and support. There are jokes in there about when my father went blind, but we'll save that for I thank Dr. Elizabeth Payne for supporting me on my path of introspection and self-discovery. I thank Dr. Susan Glisson for challenging everything I thought I knew and burning a hole in the fog so I could see. I thank Sue Kaiser for her ever-present kindness, for always treating me like I'm important. I'll tell you, this campus will miss her when she takes her much-deserved retirement later this year. I thank Jim and Sally Barksdale for their generosity and service to the university and to Mississippi. I thank David Harris and Dr. Markeeva for being quiet examples that led me to the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, an international organization whose motto is culture for service and service for humanity. I appreciate members of the local chapters, the graduate and undergraduate chapters who are here to support me tonight. I thank my friend Omar Wilson for epitomizing humility and greatness, and Dr. Charles Smith, the former chair of the Electrical Engineering Department, for sharpening my mind's eye. Dr. Lynn Murkison, who stimulated the first stages of the metamorphosis for me to change from who I was to who I am. I thank Dr. Kayat, Dr. Wallace, Dr. Kellum, and the rest of the administration during my undergraduate years for cultivating a young seed planted in the fertile soil that is this great American university and allowing me to blossom, for leading the charge to transform this place into a home that is more welcoming for more of us. I thank Dr. Jones for a soft tap on my shoulder and a few quiet words in my ear 10.5 years ago that helped me strengthen my voice. I thank Dr. Vitter and the current administration for continuing to welcome my thoughts into the many considerations that are necessary to continue to move us forward. I thank all the parents who have trusted me to share guidance and experiences with their children. People like Neil McCready, who brought his high school daughter, Campbell, to Huntsville to spend a day with me exploring careers in engineering. I thank the ladies of the Ole Miss Women's Council for many times that you've invited me to share with the young people under your charge. I don't take that lightly. Your focus on mentorship, leadership, and philanthropy resonate to my core. I thank my daughters, Mallory and Sydney, who teach me every moment of every day is a new adventure. That the responsibility to teach them what a man and a husband look like is of the most sacred responsibilities I could have. I thank my father-in-law, Dr. Glenn Pickett, for raising such a wonderful woman and then giving me a chance to earn his trust when I swept her away halfway across the country. As a father of 2 daughters, I am thoroughly flabbergasted by that. And lest I give the impression that this list is all-inclusive, because it certainly isn't. I thank my wife, Shaquinta, for her friendship, her love, her patience, for seeing me, for always having my best interest at heart, for saying those things that I need to hear, even when they're hard to say, for carrying our daughters, and for being an awesome mother. I give because all of these people and many more have given to me. If I tried not to pour out into others, gratefulness would spill over from my heart anyway, because I cannot contain all the goodness these and so many other people have given to me. I give because I can't repay you. I can only pay your investments in me forward. You all have taught me that if we, all of us, each of us, would establish the habit of walking around planting good seeds, perhaps one day we'll wake up in a world full of flowers. These and so many others have reminded me that while some of us have opted to spray poison rather than plant petunias, we can overcome them if we don't worry ourselves with being the only ones who harvest the flowers that we plant. If we are quite content, if we desire that others run through the fields of lilies of love that we plant, we'll also find ourselves resting one day in the shade of a tree that somebody else planted for us. I give because I believe in goodness. I give because my heart compels me. Why do I give? Why do I give to Ole Miss?
Way down south in Mississippi, there's a spot that ever calls, where amongst the hills enfolded stand old alma mater's halls, where the trees lift
there, but you can think of it. With united hearts we praise thee, all our loyalty is thine. And we hail the alma mater, may thy light forever shine. May it brighter grow and brighter, and with deep affection true, our thoughts shall ever cluster round thee, dear old red and blue. May thy fame throughout the nation, through thy sons and daughters grow. May thy name forever waken in our hearts a tender glow. May thy counsel and thy spirit ever keep us one in this, that our own shall be thine honor, now and ever, dear Ole Miss. I'll paraphrase some remarks I shared a while back. I give to Ole Miss because this place is special. This place is special to me. My future and Ole Miss are inextricably interwoven. I stand upon her history, and her future is being built upon my shoulders. And so in my quiet times, I sometimes ask myself, what exactly is this place? Is this place simply the host of our favorite sports teams' home games? A stick pin on the map where college football's greatest tailgating can be experienced? Is this place simply a clever assortment of artistically designed buildings resting upon an award-winning landscape? Is this place simply the incubator of Miss America contestants, national leaders, and international scholars? Maybe. Is this place simply a collection of controversial symbols and figures, almost legendary history memorialized in bullet-scarred columns and statues? What is this place way down south in Mississippi? What is Ole Miss? Well, we are. Both all together and individually, we are Ole Miss. And with every graduate class who walks across the stage, with every student who traverses our alma mater's halls, with every SEC Network commercial, with every passing day, Ole Miss grows. Ole Miss is better, stronger because of every student, employee, and visitor who has entered and exited our campus. Oftentimes, cheerleaders, random fans, or sometimes select celebrities can be found asking us, are we ready? Are we? Are we ready to make this great American public university even better? An institution of higher learning non-pareil? Are we ready to accept and respect the entirety of our history and maintain its proper place in this continuous celebration of who we are? Are we ready to release the long-held and emotional grip we hold on implements that only serve to affect division in our family? Are we ready to move past tolerance, past interest, past even appreciation to a day when we're truly fascinated by the unique qualities and contributions that we all bring to bear? Are we really ready? So the next time the megaphone is raised or the speakers begin to blare, when the trees lift high their branches and reverberating through the whispering southern breeze can be heard that all too familiar question. Let us take a moment breathing this blessed Oxford air to marinate. Then with one resounding voice, let us proclaim with new and deeper meaning, hell yeah, damn right. We are Ole Miss, of course we're ready. I distinctly remember the emotional states that gave birth to those words a decade ago. I remember a few years later wondering aloud on another occasion if the university I love so much actually loves me back. I'm so proud of the progress that has been made since I first uttered those words. So please know that I give to Ole Miss because this is my family. Crazy uncles, embarrassing cousins and all, this is my family. I give to Ole Miss because Ole Miss has given so much to me. I give to Ole Miss because I love this place, and I love each of you. Every day after I've invested time with my God in devotion, I share with my social media friends a reminder to myself how my life is filled with abundance of family and friends in favor. A reminder of how I should endeavor to help others with the time and talent and resources that have been entrusted to my stewardship. So I'll end today by borrowing from that reminder as I say to you, good evening, be blessed, and be a blessing. Thank you so much.